That's a difficult like process. Like you're on the fire, you could be on the structure fire for hours. But if it's a quick structure fire, you're there for maybe 20 minutes and get the fire knocked and done. Now it's overhaul, and that takes the longest. Whereas Wildland, if you're fighting fire, you're fighting fire for a good day.
You're not out west. You're not fighting fire necessarily with water. Out west. You're removing the fuel. It's the same here. Here in Florida, we don't fight the wildland fires with water unless it's real small.
You're getting rid of that. You're getting rid of that third part of the triangle. You're getting rid of the fuel.
So where structure side, you're removing the heat portion of it.
Yeah.
Wildland,
you're taking heat out.
You're taking the heat and the oxygen away from structure versus you can't take oxygen away from an outside fire. You know?
Exactly.
So, like, with the structure, if you are not careful in the structure can collapse. In Wildland, if you don't pay attention to your fire and where your fire is going,
or your surroundings,
do your weather, you got to do all this, that, have a spotter, because fire can change in a second.
I think every single person, no matter if you're an accounting person, a cop, a public worker, I think everyone should watch that Only the Brave movie. That is one of my favorite movies. I think it opened my eye a lot. And I know it's a movie. It's not necessarily realistic.
No, that movie actually was.
Yeah, it's realistic, close. And here's what Only the Brave is. It doesn't show you everything that we do on the wildland side. It doesn't show you every portion of the training that you have to go through to do it. What does it show? It
shows deployment.
It does show
to me
deployments.
As an outsider, Only the Brave showed basically opened my eye to how difficult, and it like made me think that wildland fighting, it's a lot more. I used to think like, oh, those guys are just, they're a step below structural firefighting. I really think that they're just kind of, like the top dogs are the structure guys. But like once I watched that movie, I completely changed my mindset on it.
Well, and also here's the thing with that movie is they're talking about hot shots. They are a different breed of wildland firefighters. Hot shots do more jobs than regular wildland guys. Like myself, we'll go hike for maybe 4 miles. A hot shot crew will go hike any amount of miles they got to go. They'll fly in, they can hike out. They're willing to go do anything. Whereas a regular crew that shows up, they're there to maybe contain it. Circle the fire, and hot shot crews go and walk it. They go and do everything else they need to do with the fire. And usually hot shots, when they show up, it's a mad fire.
Yes. But another thing I was saying, like, what is it? What is the movie I'm thinking of?
It's Wildfire in Idaho?
No. Give me a sec. But there's another movie that is like Only the Brave.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta look at... I have it.
There's Fire Chasers, and that shows a little bit more of like regular wildland on Netflix.
That was more working with CAL FIRE and the Department of Correction Fire.
Yeah.
That's all that was.
But it shows a little bit more of the training aspect of it.
So, I'm going to compare Only the Brave with the movie Fury. Fury isn't a documentary on World War II and fighting and tank warfare. What it is a drama that gives a great picture of what World War II was like inside of a tank.
Yeah.
Yes, it's a drama. There's fictional things in there. But what that crew went through, how they worked as one, and how they got to that point is all accurate. And that's what that movie is. is to show what life was probably was, or what life was like in World War II as a tanker. Only the Brave is a dramatization of how the Granite Mountain Hotshots came to be Hotshots and what led up to their passing. Yes, are there people that say they made mistakes? Yes, everybody makes mistakes. But nobody knew what the Yarnell Hellfire was going to do.
Right.
And that's why we do after action. Okay, what can we change? And that's what they did. Since it was fatality, they looked at it as okay, what could be done better? How do we fix this from happening again? And that's why we came out with different radios for Wildland. They're still not the best.
They're still
shit.
They're still
But they're better. Yeah, they barely get range, maybe a couple miles.
Well,
Can't
we got
cross a
4
hill.
people on,
I just
so
crashed.
I can't even get the fucking server to stay because I have no fucking internet in 5M. That's pissing me the fuck off.
I just crashed. Oh my god, I just crashed.
If I wanted to get better internet out here, I'd have to pay like $10,000.
Are you a college student?
I am not.
Join
there's
college.
no way your internet is out.
Say that you're a college student, and they have to do it for free. It's part of the law.
That's not everywhere.
Yes, it is. It's federal law.
Well, my sister is a college student.
It's a federal
Use her
law.
email.
It's a federal law. It's part of the Internet Act. If you don't believe me, look it up.
The Communications Act.
Mm-hmm. No student cannot be without internet. At the disposable at home.
So all you have to do is sign up for.
They can't deny you.
You don't even have to attend school. You just need to create an account through this college. Well, if Jake gets in,
But
What
you
could you-
sh-
I'm trying my hardest.
if not, you could dispatch, and if Pac-Man doesn't mind going civ until Morgan gets on.
one thing
That'll-
I will say is take S130, S190, and L180. And
Yeah.
because it's not going to get you to the level that, say, I'm at, because I've done some more training and other stuff like that since I've been hired and gotten it. But and I still have more training. I have school I have to go to next month for my job.
I would say if you don't want to go like, hiking and taking line and all that, then Walla's not for you. If you like hiking, if you like being in the outdoors and camping,
Yeah, I like that kind of stuff.
being off grid really is what it is. It's off grid. Little to no cell service, and then you're out working up to 12. I work to 12. You're up at like 4:30 in the morning, and you're on the line by like 7. And then you're off the line by 7. To
Done
flip
all of
around and
that
come
before.
back. And do it the next day. But like for me, with me moving, where I'm going is I'm leaving Western Washington, I'm going to Eastern Washington. So I'm going to farmland, which is out here, wheat fields.
And dryer.
Wheat burns and it runs. Out here, we don't fight fire on the ground. We stay in the rig, we fight it from moving. We do mobile attack. We have turrets on the front, on the tops, and we hit the fire as we keep rolling by it.
So we got 5 people. 4, technically. Right? Because you can't get on Jake right now.
I am trying my fucking hardest.
You want to dispatch? While you
I
I'm
can do
also
dispatch.
working on stuff for the army right now too, so I'm not getting on. I just came in to talk.
Because I'm loading everything and it just doesn't want to fucking load. Who else said they were going to get on today?
Well, if you don't get 12 members on, I can't do nothing about it. It crashed again?